And now, it's time to set off on your virtual journey to Koutammakou, land of the Batammariba, in Benin and Togo. Koutammakou is a magnificent landscape straddling the border between Benin and Togo. Home to mountains, boulders, streams, and giant baobab trees. The Batammariba, or Tamari people, have lived along the Atakora mountain chain at the heart of this natural environment since they first arrived there in the 17th or 18th century. On the move to escape the threat of subordination to other groups, the Batammariba brought a sense of independence and strong cultural identity with them to Koutammakou, anchored in their building traditions. The Batammariba name, used by the Tamari people themselves, means those who are the real architects of earth, pointing to the foundational place of earthen construction traditions in Batammariba society and culture. For millennia, the Tamari people have used the earth as their main source of construction material, with the belief that there is no good earth, just good masons who know how to mold and use the earth at their disposal. The method to build a takienta, the Batammariba house and the setting for all Batammariba life, is artisanal and traditional. Walls of raw earth are crafted by hand using balls of mud. The men, who are master masons, raise the tower walls before beginning to put together terraces and granaries on top. The green building and rehabilitation know-how behind the construction of a takienta is transmitted from generation to generation during community projects that bring together men, women, young people, and children. Throughout the construction process, women ensure the provision of water. When the takienta is nearly complete, they take over to plaster the structure's walls and decorate them. To do so, they rely on their shared knowledge of the many plant materials existing in various forms that can be used to stabilize the earth. A glue-like water is first created by crushing hilampo branches and soaking them in water. This water is then mixed with cow manure, powder from the bark of the nuri tree, and sifted soil to prepare the plaster. Women also prepare nuri tree infusions, which are applied to the entirety of the takienta's surface to protect its earthen core from the rain. The infusion is sometimes mixed with residual water from the extraction of shea butter to slow the takienta's deterioration. The construction of takienta granaries is the work of a specialist who uses clay and fonio hay as base materials, as well as soil from termite hills. A mixture of these materials is molded into little balls that are then used to craft the granary. A blend of clay and fonio hay is also used to create rain gutters, draining rainwater to the terrace. This traditional process is delicate and known only to women belonging to select Tamari clans. Educational workshops, including practical sessions on the construction and rehabilitation of Tamari dwellings, are organized in schools. During these sessions, children are invited to learn more about the materials and techniques involved in the construction and rehabilitation of the takienta. In November 2020, World Monuments Fund initiated a conservation project to document and assess traditional settlements on the Benin side of Koutammakou and carry out physical conservation at a selection of sikien, the plural of takienta, alongside local artisans. Over 80 sikien were rehabilitated by local communities with support from this project, including 55 in Benin and 25 in Togo. Today, we continue to call for new focus on the Batammariba people's livelihoods and the factors that are contributing to social change for this community. It is only by understanding and mitigating the factors that inhibit the transmission of traditional knowledge that the Takienta building tradition will endure as the living product of a distinctive cultural expression.